what is the coefficient of range for the following wages of 8 workers? Rupees 80, 65, 90, 60, 75, 70, 72 and 85. We know the formula to find out the coefficient of range. Coefficient of range is equal to XH minus XL divided by XH plus XL. Now XH is the highest observation given, which is 90 here. So it is 90 minus XL is the lowest observation, which is I think 60 here. So 90 minus 60 divided by 90 plus 60. So it is 30 divided by 150, which is 0.20. Now we have to multiply it by 100 so that we can find out our answer in percentage terms. So it is 0.20 into 100 is equal to 20. So our answer in this case is 20. You might be wondering that can't our answer be rupees 20 here? Let me explain. See, actually we are finding out the ratio. This is a ratio, and the ratio's answer is always shows change in times. Let me give you an example. Our small example will make you clear regarding this doubt. Suppose I divide 4 by 2, or I should say rupees 4 by rupees 2. Can I say my answer is rupees 2? The answer is no. I can only say the answer is 2 without any unit, because this is 2 times. So now I think you are clear that the ratio cannot have any kind of units. So our answer is 20 only. It can never be rupees 20. If the range of x and range of y denote ranges of x and y respectively, where x and y are related by 3x plus 2y plus 10 is equal to 0, what would be the relation between x and y? Our equation is 3x plus 2y plus 10 is equal to 0. Now you can understand that this plus 10 in the equation shows change in origin, because it has been added to the equation, and range is actually free from change in origin. So we can forget this plus 10 and rewrite our equation like this: 3x plus 2y is equal to 0. Now let me take this 2y on the right side of the equation, then that is 3x is equal to minus 2y. Now one more interesting thing. See, we are studying dispersion now, and dispersion is about distance. Dispersion is about distance. Distance is equal to dispersion. So can distance be negative ever? The answer is no. Distance is always positive. So we should also forget about this minus here. So now we only have 3x is equal to 2y. So this is our answer, which is given in number or alphabetical number C. So C here is our answer. What is the coefficient of range for the following distribution? See, we have been given class intervals 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49 and 50 to 59, and the respective frequencies for each and every class. We know the formula to find out the coefficient of range. Coefficient of range is equal to xh minus xl divided by xh plus xl. So here one thing is very interesting, that the classes are given into inclusive manner, and first we have to convert it into exclusive manner. So what we will do is, we will add 0.5 in this highest observation here, so it will become 59.5 actually, minus, we will deduct 0.5 from the lowest observation here, so it will become 9.5. So you must be wondering that why I have added 0.5 and why I have deducted 0.5. See, the difference between the higher limit of the first class and the lower limit of the next class is 1. So if I want to make both this number equal, then I have to make an average of it. So average of it is going to be 19 plus 20 divided by 2, which is 19.5. Or even we can say the half of this 1 is 0.5, and that is the reason why I have made an adjustment of 0.5 plus in the higher limit and plus a 0.5 less in the lower limit. So now it is clear to you. 59.5 minus 9.5 divided by same 59.5 plus 9.5. So 59.5 minus 9.5 is nothing but 50. 59.5 and 9.5, if we add it, then it becomes 69, and we will also put into 100 to get our answer in percentage terms. Let us solve it by using calculator. 50 divided by 69 into 100, and our answer is 72.46. 72.46. So in this case our answer is C. If the range of x is 2, what would be the range of minus 3x plus 50? So our equation here is minus 3x plus 50. Now we already know that the range is free from change in origin, so we will forget about this plus 50, and we also know that dispersion or a distance can never be negative, so we will also forget this minus sign here. So now we are having the rest 3x. Just put the range of x here and get the range of y. So the range of x is given to us, it is 2, so 3 into 2 is equal to 6. This is the range of y. So this is a very easy question. What is the value of mean deviation about mean for the following numbers? 5, 8, 6, 3, 4. The formula to find out mean deviation is equal to sigma into modulus x minus x bar divided by n. So first here we need to find out the mean, and the mean is equal to sigma xi upon n. The summation of all the observations here is 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 6 19 plus 3 22 plus 4 is 26, and divide by total number of observations are 5, so the answer is 5.2. Now let me make a column to find out in modulus x minus x bar. So I will find out the difference of all the observation from their mean. So 5 minus 5.2 is 0.2. This must be negative, but because of the modulus we are ignoring the negative sign here. 8 minus 5.2 is 2.8. 6 minus 5.2 is 0.8. 3 minus 5.2 is 2.2, and 4 minus 5.2 is 1.2. If I add all the numbers here, then it would become 7.2. Now just fill the number into the very first formula of mean deviation. It is 7.2 divided by 5. So our answer is 1.44. So here our answer is C, 1.44. What is the value of mean deviation about mean for the following observations? Here, see, we have very interesting sum. If you see carefully, then 50 is being repeated 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and even 60 is being repeated 7 times. So here we have same frequency for both the number, so we can forget about the frequency. Now our sum has reduced to the extent that we can assume that we have only two observations, 50 and 60, and to find out the mean deviation we just have to find out the difference of two numbers, and we can divide that by 2 to get the average distance. So 60 minus 50 is 10 divided by 2, and the answer is 5. So in this case the answer is 5, which is A. This can also be understood like 60 and 50, the distance between the two is 10. If I just have to find out the average distance, then naturally the average distance on either of the side is going to be 5. On either of the side is going to be 5. So this is nothing but our mean deviation. How much an observation is far away from the mean. This is my mean deviation. The coefficient of mean deviation about mean for the first 9 natural numbers are. Now the 9 natural numbers means starting from 1 up to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Let us find out the mean of it. The total of all the observations 1 to 9 will be 45. So the mean will be 45 divided by 9 is equal to 5. Now we can find it out by just rounding of 5 here, because it is an observation which is at the center of the data. Now let us find out sigma into modulus x minus x bar. So in this case it is 4, then 2, 3, then 2, then 1, then 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And if we total it up, then it would become 20. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 9, plus 1 is 20, and the same here also. So 10 into 2 is equal to 20. Now coefficient of mean deviation is nothing but mean deviation divided by x bar into 100. So let me first find out the mean deviation. Mean deviation is equal to sigma into modulus x minus x bar divided by n. So into modulus x minus x bar is nothing but 20 here, and total n is 9 here. So I am not actually desired to convert it into fractions. Let me put the number in this form only into the formula of coefficient of mean deviation. So that is going to be 20 by 9 again divided by the mean x bar, which is 5 into 100. So now this is nothing but 2000 divided by 45, and if we reduce it, then it will become 400 divided by 9, because 400 into 5 is 2000 and 9 into 5 is 45. So in this case our answer is C, 400 by 9. If the relation between x and y is 5y minus 3x is equal to 10, and the mean deviation about mean for x is 12, then the mean deviation about y about the mean is. Our equation is 5y minus 3x is equal to 0, is equal to 10. So we can also say, we can also write the equation like 5y minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now mean deviation is completely free from the change in origin. So I can say, I can write like this: change in origin doesn't affect the mean deviation. So I can also forget about this minus term, but scale change do affect mean deviation. Now let me put the mean deviation given for x, that is 12, into this equation and we'll get the value for y. So 5y minus 3 into 12 is equal to 0. So 5y is equal to 36. So y is going to be 36 by 5, which is nothing but 7.20. So in this case, our answer is A, 7.20. If two variables x and y are related by 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0, and the mean and mean deviation about mean of x are 1 and 0.3 respectively, then the coefficient of mean deviation of y about its mean is. We have been given the value of x bar here and the value of mean deviation of x here. X bar is given 1 and the mean deviation is given 0.3. We are required to find out the coefficient of mean deviation of y. Now, coefficient of mean deviation of y is nothing but mean deviation of y divided by y bar into 100. So we require actually two things, mean deviation of y and y bar, which we can very easily find out by the help of the equation given. So our equation here is 2x minus plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. Now we know that mean is affected by change in origin also and change in scale also. So we will not do any modification in the equation and we just fill the value of mean into this equation and we'll get the value of mean of y, or say y bar. Let us put it 2 into what is the mean of x? It is 1 given, 1 minus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. So here y will become minus 7 in 1 plus 2 is going to be minus 5. So it is minus 5 by 3. So this is our mean. Let us put it in the denominator. It is minus 5 by 3. Now let's find out mean deviation of y. Mean deviation is free from change in origin, but it is not free from change in scale. So what we will be doing is, we will forget about this minus 7 here because it represents change in origin, and the rest of the equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 0. Let us put the value of mean deviation of x into this equation to get the value of mean deviation of y. So it is 2. What is the mean deviation of x? Yes, it is 0.3. 2 into 0.3 minus 3y is equal to 0. So we can solve it as this is going to be 2 into 0.3 is 0.6 and 0.6 divided by plus 3 is going to be 0.2. So the mean deviation of y is 0.2. Let's put it here. It is 0.2 into 100. Okay. Now 5 by 3 is nothing but 1.67, and let us divide it by using calculator only. So previous workings actually. We have 5 by 3, which is nothing but 1.66, as I say to you. Divide it by 0.2 to find out the reciprocal of that, and into 100. So your answer is actually minus 12. But just remember, I have already told you that the answer of dispersion can never be a negative terms. So we will again forget about this minus sign, and our answer here is 12. So the answer is B. The mean deviation about mode for the numbers 4 by 11, 6 by 11, 8 by 11, 9 by 11, 12 by 11 and 8 by 11 is. So we get every number divided by 11. So we can forget about this 11 and we will divide our answer by 11 to get the final answer. So for me the observations are primarily 4, 6, 8, 9, 12 and 8 only. Here, what is my mode? We are required to find out mean deviation about mode. So let us first find out the mode. 8 is being repeated 2 times, which is the highest repetition in this case. So our mode Z is equal to 8. Now, if I want to find out the mean deviation, then I must find out X minus Z into modulus. So which is going to be 4 minus 8 is 4, 6 minus 8 is 2, 8 minus 8 is 0, 9 minus 8 is 1, 12 minus 8 is 4 and 8 minus 8 is 0. Let me just add all the numbers here. 6 plus 1, 7 plus 4 is going to be 11. So mean deviation about mode is going to be X minus Z into modulus divided by N. So it is 11 by 11, which is nothing but 1. So this 1 is nothing but mean deviation about mode. So our answer in this case is 1. But remember, I said you that I forget about this 11, but now to get the right answer I must divide this 1 by 11. So I can say my answer is 1 by 11. So in this case the answer is B, 1 by 11.